We're going to talk about our new and improved combat airplane. Everything starts with a 20 by 30 foam board, and this foam board is made by Elmer's, and I buy it at Walmart. This is the whole airplane. 30 inches across here, 20 inches from top to bottom. And this is the finished product. So with that board laying out, you find the center here and the center here. You draw one line down the center. You go across here 1 inch here, 1 inch here. You come up from the baseboard here 2 inches and 8 inches. From here to here is 8 inches. You make a cut across there. You cut it right across here. It's one big sheet like this that comes off. Then from that sheet you cut a ½ inch here. An inch across here. I really don't know what size that is. I have a ruler, and that's the size of my ruler. So I cut a sheet across here for that. Then I cut the end off here for these reinforcements up here. It ends up looking like this when that piece is cut. The triangle back here that's cut off, I use for here and the bottom, and I use it for a skid on the bottom, because this is a tricycle. You have one wheel there and 2 skids. You cut it across here, just halfway through, and halfway through there. I leave this on here because this is a combat airplane, and I use that to tie the streamer onto it. So you only cut it in half, then you break it, and then you cut a 45 here and a 45 there, and that makes your elevon. So you have it cut down here, but on top you don't break the paper, and then you reinforce it with the packing tape. You put the color on, and you see how great a job I did with color. All you need to do is have different colors from one side to the other, so that you know when you're flying which way's up. The other piece of the elevator is right here, or the rudder. Sometimes we do 2 rudders, maybe across like this, or we sometimes do them on the edges down here. But I don't like my square edges, so I just round them, and I just get a pair of scissors and cut them around. This is my motor mount. 2 of the pieces off the other end. The piece in the center. I put the wheel on by just cutting out a piece, cutting out the deal, and having one wheel there and the 2 skids there. Everything's covered with packing tape, so you don't need any reinforcement, you don't need any carbon fiber rods, you don't need anything. And then we use Elmer's duct tape, or we use duct tape on the edges here. And that's just for support and being bumped and banged and all that kind of stuff. And so that's your airplane. Cost $1.49 at Walmart for that whole airplane. Pardon me, I did put a block of wood here, and I did put a wheel there. Other than that, this comes from Walmart. Everything. The clear packing tape, the duct tape, probably have about $5 into my airplane at the very, very most. Counting the colors, because you buy a bottle of color like this for $2, and it's good for 3 airplanes. If you buy the bigger bottle like that, you can build a whole bunch of airplanes. And of course I just squirt it on and just spread it over, because all I need is to know the difference between this side and this side. That's my airplane. Now I noticed this is bigger and different than the first one we came out with. It's more stable. It flies fantastic because it has the extra wing across here, the extra surface area. It's a great flying little airplane. The size motor I'm going to put on it will probably be around a 2215. And then I like bigger props, so I'm probably going to only have about 700 to 1000 kV. Some of the guys like the smaller pops that scream, and they'll do maybe a 2000 kV. But I like the bigger props. I can run about an 8-inch, 9-inch prop on this. It's bigger for cutting area, which is kind of neat when you're flying combat. Speed control, probably around 30 amp speed control. The size battery, 3-cell. And then I would go anywhere from 13 to 2200, depending on how long you want to fly. That's my receiver. Any receiver is good. I use a lot of the Spectrum 6110s or 6100s. And then any 2 servos, and all you need is 2 servos with the Elevon mix on it. That's your airplane. Build some. Let's go fly. Let's fly some combat.